Now she is a big chuffer. Remember up there I was talking about chuffing? When she comes up here, come on sweetheart. When she comes up, I'll try to be quiet for just a moment to see if we can hear that. She definitely is a chuffer. Hi sweetheart. Good girl. So as you can see, she's a white tiger also. She's older than Nola is, so her eyes are starting to go more crossed, and she has a little bit more trouble navigating where she's going. Here you go. Oh, that was a chuff. Hopefully you guys heard it. Oops. Can you find it? Good girl. Good girl. I know. Notice how she shakes her head. It's almost like she's trying to kill prey. All right, love. Come on. Here we go. Here's another. Come on around. Come on around. Crystal, over here. There you go. So like we said, she really does not see very well. So I don't know if you could see what I did. I sort of put the fork where her nose could catch the scent. There you go. Good girl. That's a sweet girl. So Crystal came to us. Come on back. Crystal, are you done? Crystal came to us from a breeding facility in Ohio. There you go, sweetheart. Good girl. Her and her mate Hank came. I was talking about Hank earlier. So they were doing what's called speed breeding. So usually a tiger would only breed in the wild once every 2 or 3 years. So that would only be 1 litter. She was having at least 2 or 3 litters a year, which is way too much for her body. So luckily she was rescued and Hank was rescued, and they came here and we had her spayed, which means that she would not be able to have any more babies. That's all I'm gonna, one more, Crystal, how about one more? So no more babies. And like I said, when they got here, her and Hank, Crystal, one more, sweetheart. Good girl, one more. When they got here, Crystal and Hank hung together and everything was good, but then after she was spayed and he was neutered, again, which means that they couldn't have any more babies, she didn't want anything else to do with him. So they both were on their own, and again, they're solitary animals. They don't mind being by themselves. We do celebrate Crystal on Mother's Day because she came to us in May, and we figured anyone who had as many litters as she did should be celebrated on Mother's Day. So that's Crystal. She is a love. Now, we don't go in there and try to hug her or anything, because then maybe she wouldn't be as much of a love. But through the fence, she's a total sweetheart. Any questions about tigers or Crystal? One thing I want to point out, I'm hoping that she turns to the side, but you may be able to see it anyway. Under her belly, do you see that loose skin that hangs? That is called the primordial pouch. All cats have that, including your domestic cats at home, your kitty cats. All cats have that. What that pouch does, it protects their inner organs if they get into a fight when they're out in the wild, or if they are trying to bring down prey. It protects their organs from horns or teeth or claws. It also helps them stretch their bodies out if they're running or jumping, and it also helps if they eat a very big meal. It helps let their belly stretch. So on Thanksgiving, if you guys ate a little too much and you opened up your pants and you just let your belly hang, that's what the primordial pouch does. So if you did that on Thanksgiving, you could pretend you have a primordial pouch. All right, other questions? Okay, we're gonna move on.
Okay, we're hitting the gate a little bit.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, we're going. Locked, thank you. Okay, so Eddie, before we talk about Eddie, I want to talk about that electric fence that Jay was talking to you about. So fencing
Yeah,
is absolutely fine. Nothing is going to happen to you if you touch this. But if you look, there's fencing that runs parallel to the ground, and there are different spots throughout. So what I would say, because that's the electric fence, you don't want to touch that. What I would say is if you're going to touch this fence, don't put your hand through. You can do this, but no further. And that way no one's going to get shocked, because it's not going to make your day fun if that happens. So let's avoid that altogether, okay? So no more than this. All right.